Last week, FP5 was an item on the Board of Supervisors' agenda. We came out to Yucca Valley and Joshua Tree to hear the opinions of the citizens.
It's not fair.
I feel like the voting process was a little unfair.
No, not at $150. I have homeowners insurance. If my house burns down, I'll just replace it.
My insurance company was originally Automobile Club. They would not insure my house because they said that the response time was too far. I live 6.5 miles from the downtown Joshua Tree fire station, and the backup was the one on Aberdeen that they are projecting to move once this FP5 passes.
So they sent out a letter in the mail.
Recently?
For last year, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
So most people threw it away.
I did not receive it in the mail. I went online, I think, and downloaded it and mailed it in, I believe.
How did you become aware of it?
Well, I read it in the newspaper, and then I attended one of the meeting over in Joshua Tree when the fire chief came out and explained.
There's a lot of people who don't have access to the internet, couldn't have responded to that properly, and for their votes to just be automatically counted as for it without them being able to, supply any input, I don't think that's fair.
It's certainly a problem. Not everybody has a computer. Not everybody is computer illiterate. I barely get by on it myself, but I don't think that's a fair way to go about it. At the least they could have mailed out a ballot or something to that effect and had you vote that way.
Did you ever get a letter?
I don't recall. But they came and rescued me, so you're kind of stuck. I had an AFib like at the end of July. I couldn't even stand up. So you're kind of stuck in the middle.
There was an incident when I was a kid where we ruptured a gas pipe in our backyard. We had to call them over and they shut off the gas and everything.
And how long did it take to get there, or to get to you?
Well, I told them it wasn't an emergency. So it took them about 23 minutes. The one that's closest to me is closed.
Fire service for your area.
Who is?
I can't remember.
They got to come from Joshua Tree. It's too late.
I don't see how they're going to be any faster getting out there. The fire doubles every minute. Once it's started.
They will come, but by the time they do,
It's too late.
Down to the slab.
For fire, you only got like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
We're actually going to interview the president of Local 935 next week. Would you have any questions for him, for the president of the firefighters, Local 935?
No, I understand their need for money, and I understand the fire service is expensive these days.
But 158 is too much money for a single homeowner. I'm on a fixed income. It's just me, so
Right.
it's a single household. I get less than $1,000 a month.
If anything, I would ask if maybe we can lower the tax. And people don't make too much money around here. If we could move up here because it's cheaper, so if you could lower the tax, maybe more people would agree to it.
I'd say 75. I'd be comfortable with that. That's half of 150, right? If I'm stuck in the middle, then $75 is fine with me. Because we need their services.
I can afford the $157 a month or a year. I understand that there's many that cannot. My property taxes went up $150. We're going to go up $150 next year. This is another $157 that's going to go up. To be honest with you, I don't know whether the school board tax for Morongo Basin passed. That was going to estimated to, in my estimation, was going to be another $150 and I don't know if that passed because it drug on because the vote was so close. But they're just taxing the heck out of us, and it's pretty darn makes it pretty darn difficult on retirees. I'm more fortunate. I am not in that position, but I do know folks that are. And I think that maybe there should be some consideration for retirees.
So you would be comfortable with giving some type of money, but not just that, not the money that they're asking for?
They're taking it the way you're saying it.
I would ask them to take into consideration the fact that we have a lot of retirees in the area, and most of them don't know how to use a computer. And just to do a redraw where we can actually have somebody go to their door and get their vote.
They're taking it. If they're putting out flyers a year ago that don't say, that aren't specific, people are throwing it away. And the idea that you vote yes because you didn't respond is bullshit.
I'm a retired firefighter. I live in Joshua Tree, and I definitely oppose, not from the standpoint of being a tax increase, but from the standpoint that they're going to take the closest fire station to me, my house, and move it to Yucca Valley. I know the fire service is expensive, because I am one or was one. But on the other hand, it's kicking loose a lot of money that the county is going to have to use in other ways. What I see them using right now is, in my opinion, not necessarily adequate. Our roads are lousy out here. They do a paving job that lasts for 6 months, and they're still lousy. They don't even use good paint on the roads. With the number of vehicles that are coming on the road now with automatic safety devices, mine doesn't even read the paint on the road. It wears off so quickly. And as I said in the beginning, I don't necessarily agree with the dollar amount that they're taxing us. What I disagree with is the way they're going to disperse the fire services afterwards. I'm going to get shortchanged in this deal. All the people of Joshua Tree are going to get shortchanged when they move that fire station down here. And I believe the chief proposed it somewhere down around Highway 62, closer to Yucca Valley. And I resent that tremendously. It's not fair. And then you're going to tax me to pay for the improved fire service that Yucca Valley is going to receive. But so they're going to degrade my fire service and tax me at the same time. That's what I'm angry about. I realize the fire department probably needs the funding. However, it makes me wonder what the county's going to do with the additional dollars that's going to be freed up when they no longer have to fund the fire department when this FP5 goes into effect. I have no idea what they're going to use it for, but they're sure going to have a lot of money freed up.